And since it took so long, we're getting into game with a sandstorm immediately covering the map. So we're going to have to get down into it and not really do the overhead view for the start. Bop opting for a long push around towards long. Light Gamer going to find a pick onto Tricky Pixels maybe, but no, Tricky Pixels taking him out. Marcel with a quick refrag though. Infrared dies on sight, but red team, or Prism rather, has control of the objective for now. Gibbon goes down. Freddy and Marcel are taking sight on their own, but Gunman and Tricky Pixels are spawning in bottom orange. Pixels goes down. Gunman might be able to find a kill onto Marcel here. Does not find it. Marcel with the frag. Freddy is low, running off of sight. Trying to get some cover. Infrared. With a nice 2v1 onto Rezon. 1-for-1 trade. Gibbon's really low, but he seems to have gotten Freddy off on the long angle. Going down into this bottom white position, seeing if he can get anything done. Freddy is sitting on site, waiting for him. But he might not know he's coming up behind him. But he misses. Gibbon misses his shots. He does end up getting the kill. Marcel, another kill onto Gunman. And Gibbon shot in the back from Helicopter. Not really able to get what he wanted done there. But he did cap site for just a quick moment. Let's get this top-down view here. Big fight into long here between Infrared and multiple members of MOP. Infrared ends up going down. Tricky Pixels gets a kill on Freddy. Freddy was on top of the jet, it looks like. Tricky Pixels seems to be getting naded from below market. Marcel's watching that angle. He knows he's in there, but doesn't quite know where. Infrared might be able to get the flank here, though. But Gunman able to get the kill onto Marcel before Infrared even gets the flank off. The thing is, though, MOP has a really strong hold onto top white. If Prism isn't able to clear top white, they're going to have a really hard time of getting on the site. They're trying to look up to get the kills. Freddy is causing a mess on site, though. Gunman doesn't quite realize where Freddy is. Runs down into the bottom right garage, trying to just get some cover and buy some time. Marcel's running him down, though. And it's a trade, a 1-for-1 trade in bottom white. Freddy gets a kill onto Gibbon on site and then goes down shortly after from Infrared. Infrared has good cover here and he is capping site. But MOP still has control of that top white position. What a nade from Rezon. Gets Infrared and clears sight just like that. Helicopter going overhead with Prism trying to get a push through burn but getting shut down really quickly. Gibbon still at that long angle. Finds a pick onto Marcel. Freddy going into Wash, trying to get around and see what he can get done on this burn angle. Gunman taken down from top white again. Gibbon pushing on the bus alone, but he doesn't quite realize Freddy is right behind him. He smells him. He wants the kill and he gets it. Gibbon unfortunately not aware of that position. 1v1 in head glitch. Rezon ends up winning that fight. Gunman going up into Lala position. We'll see what he can get done here, but usually this isn't an effective strategy for pushing the site. But maybe he's able to get some damage off onto Freddy at this long angle. He's looking for the kill. Freddy knows he's here and he's hiding from him. Not sure where that nade's going for Gunman. Maybe it's just a distraction. But Gunman's taking shots from the left side too. Still not able to get the kill. Freddy's just not giving him the angle and Marcel is just peppering him with shots. Infrared does sneak up on Freddy though and gets the kill and he's now on site. Rezon trying to find an answer for it in top Wash, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get the angle. Infrared knows he's there. They trade some shots. He messes up a nade and now he's getting pushed by Marcel and Marcel wants that kill and he gets it. Gibbon gets shut down at the back of Helicopter by Freddy. Gunman trying to get on the site and see what he can do. Tricky Pixels goes down though. And MOP, again, has a very solid hold on the site. Marcel and Light Gamer peeking that long angle. Trying to get Infrared, but Infrared gets the kill. Gets traded back shortly after by Rezon. That was a really solid strategy from MOP. They wipe Prism. And they immediately go peeking into that long angle. Trying to shut down any kind of push they can get. But MOP is slowly losing members. It's a 2v2. Tricky Pixels gets the kill and Gunman does as well. That's a wipe for Prism, but I'm not sure if they know. They're getting on the site really slowly here. But they finally are on cheeks, both low HP, but they get a hold of sight. Gibbon He's able to get a spawn, but is taking shots from very far from Marcel. Not able to get away from that line of fire. And Mop is going around into radio and top white. Gunman able to hold on to site for now. Rezon's with him on tip. I don't know if they know of each other's presence here. It doesn't seem like they do. They're right next to each other. Freddy gets a spawn. Goes down from the hands of Gunman. Gunman gets another. Gibbon and Marcel 1v1ing on site now. But Infrared at that top orange position is able to get a nice pickup onto Marcel. But they're not really holding the site very well here. There's 2 members of each team on site. Infrared still is holding that top orange position. Light Gamer, shot in the back. Absolutely clueless of the position of the Infrared. I keep calling him Infrared. Prism roster. Infrared goes down on top orange. Gunman follows suit, and Mop gets a good hold onto the site as the sandstorm comes in. Once again, Prism trying to get that push through onto Burn. Gunman going around for a really long flank, it looks like here. He's right below Marcel. It seems like he does know. Marcel is completely oblivious to the fact that he's getting shot in the back. And now it's just Freddy on site, but he's getting spawns. Prism is trying to work with this sandstorm to get some good flanks here. It's a fight on site. Gibbon doesn't know where Freddy is, but he finds him. And that's a wipe for Prism. Mop is quickly back into the fray, though. Seems like it's going to be a fight for this bottom orange position. Marcel goes down. Gibbon with a nice frag there. Tricky Pixels dies in bottom white. Infrared able to find a kill onto tip, securing site for his team. They don't quite know of this bottom right position, though, but they still get the kill. Rezon pushing onto site. Both Prism players are really low, and Rezon gets 2 Deagle kills, securing site for his team. Marcel goes down. 2 Prism members on cheeks, but there's 3 Mop members looking at him. Backup has arrived, though. It is a complete cluster of a fight for site, and Mop comes out on top with a very decisive victory on that push. Let's see. Gunman going back into Lalo position. Maybe. I seem to have lost him. There he is. See if he can get anything done. There's 2 Mop members in Burn. He gets shot at by Rezon, but this is a pretty tough angle to compete with for either player. You can see here, Rezon knows he's there. He's trying to find him, but he's moving off that angle to try and get a better sight line. Not quite able to find the kill, though. Infrared coming up behind Freddy on site. Freddy does not have any idea. He should now, though. Gets taken down by Infrared and Tricky Pixels. Gibbon gets a kill onto Marcel. Light Gamer trying to get a good spawn for his team. They get a double spawn, top white. This is really, really important spawn for Mop. They're going to push together here. They're playing it pretty slow. Rezon's going back into long. Probably going to get a really good flank here. Mop finally gets onto site. They kill the 2 Prism players playing for site. Gunman taking shots from multiple angles into that top Lalo position, but able to get one. Infrared now controls top orange. Contesting site is Gibbon. They clear it, but they're not able to get on yet. Light Gamer just surviving in that top white position. Able to get another spawn for his team as Prism finally gets onto site. They have a lot of ground to make up here. Down about 60 points. Freddy taken down on site by Infrared. Rezon and Infrared run right past each other, absolutely clueless about where they are. Mop getting spawns on the tip, is able to find 2 and clear top white, but Gunman and Gibbon is pushing through bottom white. And it's a clean trade, 2 for 2. Mop still has control of site, and they will get spawns in good positions here. Let's see what Prism decides to do, because they seem to be going in a very long flank. I mean, if we look at Infrared here, he's all the way on A site. If we were playing Conquest, he is going as far around as he possibly can. We're going to follow him all the way into his push. He finally gets a line of sight on the site, but not able to get the kill. He is. Marcel goes down, but now he's in a very tricky position. Stuck in a corner. Mop knows where he is. Light Gamer and Marcel are going to be flanking him in just a moment. Freddy is also looking at him from sight. Freddy gets the kill. Gibbon and Tricky Pixels trying to push on the site, see if they can get anything done. Gibbon goes down at the hands of Freddy. And Gunman still up top in Lalo position, trying to get some damage on the site. They know he's there. They're not giving him good angles, and they're peeking it together and take him out very swiftly. Now Prism going around on that tank push. Freddy doesn't realize Infrared's right on top of him, but he's not quite able to get the kill right away. 2 Mop members go down. Rezon's holding bottom white against 4 members of Prism, not able to defend it. Marcel now alone behind Wash. Gonna get the jump on Infrared here, it seems. They run by each other. Infrared goes down. Marcel quickly gets refragged, and Light Gamer goes down, or gets a kill, rather, onto Gunman. It's now 1 versus 2 on the site. However, Prism does get a respawn. Get a frag onto Marcel. Freddy is in top radio, trying to get a sight onto site, but Light Gamer with a solid flank, clearing site for Mop. Not quite able to capture the objective, though. Mop opts to get top white control instead of rushing onto site, which will probably pay off really well as Freddy gets 2 kills onto site. Now they get on to the objective. But there's Prism players on both sides of the garages. But it seems like Mop knows exactly where they are. The Sandstorm's coming in. Let's see if Prism is able to get anything done with that. Not yet. They get wiped. And Mop secures the objective. Once again, Gunman going up to Lalo's spot. Unlikely he finds anything good from that position with the Sandstorm active. But he is up there. Tricky Pixels trying to get a good flank here. Looks like he's going to be going into top orange, which is a very solid position to be holding, as we know. But he doesn't really have any angles to contest anything on the site here. We'll see if he's able to see Freddy. He is, but he's not quite able to get the kill right away. He gets it finally. Rezon in bottom radio trying to contest the site. Marcel is on site with 2 Prism players. He finds Infrared. Now it's a 1v1, but Tricky Pixels gets off the site. Gibbon is able to find the pickup onto Marcel. But Light in that bottom white garage position. Big contest here for white. Gunman goes down. Rezon has a really good flank onto 2. Wow, Infrared wins that. It's now a 1v1 on site. Both players are really low. Mop does get a spawn though. And a nade. A prediction nade gets Infrared. And shuts him down. Gibbon and Freddy go down on tip. Tricky Pixels follows shortly after, and Mop once again secures site. We're going to go into top-down view here for a quick moment. So, Mop is able to hold this push from long. However, Prism is getting a nice big flank into the orange area. Rezon holding Wash, trying to see if he can get an angle on the Tricky Pixels, but it's unlikely from this angle he's in. Gunman and Infrared pushing through Burn, finds Rezon, and they now have control of site. Marcel and Freddy have a lot of ground to make up, but they get a nice kill on the Gunman. Gibbon from bus, able to find Marcel. But here comes Freddy on the site, but he doesn't realize Tricky Pixel's position inside of bottom orange and gets taken down really easily. Mop lines up at bottom gold for Prism, and Prism just all fire away. Wiping Mop and having control of site here. Marcel going down into bottom orange, trying to contest this angle. Gets a good pre-fire onto Infrared. Tricky Pixels goes down. Same with Gunman. Gibbon is alone on site, trying to fight multiple angles. He is able to get a spawn, but Infrared goes down right after. The spawn wasn't really able to accomplish much. And yet again, another spawn onto Gibbon, but instantly dies. Gibbon able to get 1 on the site. Able to get 2 on the site. That's a wipe for Prism. Gibbon somehow surviving in that helicopter position is able to find multiple kills, get multiple spawns for his team, and secure site. Really well played from Gibbon there. Gunman going down on the bottom orange at the hands of Freddy. Gibbon still trying to hold site as best he can. Finally gets taken out from Tank. Tricky Pixels follows suit, but now Prism has top orange control. Gunman trying to defend site as best as he can. But he's really low, and Rezon looks like he wants blood. Gets jump peeked and has no idea it's coming. But still, Prism with the top orange control. As we know, holding top orange and top white is very crucial for having control over the site on Sandstorm. Prism's not giving up that top orange control. Oh, they do give up the top orange control, which might end up being a mistake. But they're able to clear off site. Marcel goes down on top head glitch. Ideally, someone from Prism would go up top again so that they can have control over that angle on looking down on the site. Gibbon goes down on bottom orange. Freddy's coming in through Alex. Gets two. Infrared's right near him, trying to get the angle on him. He finds it. But here we see Light Gamer gets top orange control. Is able to get one, but gets taken down with a nice shot by Infrared immediately after. Marcel and Freddy trying to get a push through helicopter. Freddy goes down, but Mop has top white now. Rezon's up there alone. We'll see if he's able to get anything done. I suspect he will. Gunman gets a nice flank onto Marcel with the Colt. Rezon goes down, jumping onto site. Pays the price for it. Light still trying to hold that top white position. And here comes the Sandstorm. Freddy and Infrared on site. Light Gamer jumps down to help out. Gunman gets taken down. There are now 3 Mop players holding site. Infrared gets one. Tricky Pixels unable to get Rezon, but gets him really low. Infrared's in a 1v2 on site. Both Mop players are low, but they're chucking nades at Infrared. Not able to find any damage. Both teams get a spawn. Infrared goes down. Rezon follows after. Gunman not able to get anything else done. Gibbon with a solid pickup. Tricky Pixels somehow wins that fight in bottom orange. And Gibbon trying to get sight from Freddy. Rezon and Freddy fragging out of their mind. Able to hold on to sight. But Infrared sneaks in somehow. Gets a spawn, gets a kill. Not able to finish this capture though. Freddy is just holding on to that site like his life depends on it. Well, let's see. Tricky Pixel is holding this top market position, but instantly gets killed by Light Gamer. Marcel shuts down the burn push, and that's another wipe from Mop. Let's have a look at Gunman and see how he decides to push this. He's going towards long, finds Rezon, able to get a trade, but nothing more. Freddy takes his place on that long hold, making sure no Prism player goes for a flank, but he ends up getting taken down. Prism able to get top white control, but we'll see how long that lasts. It actually doesn't last at all. Light Gamer on top of the jet gets 2 kills into white, both top and bottom white. Look at this flank here. Freddy has no idea, gets shot in the back. Infrared and Gunman going for the longest flank you can go for. Tricky Pixels fighting for his life down and burn, not able to get anything done at the hands of Marcel. But here we have a big flank, but unfortunately Mop knows about it. Infrared goes down, trying to get up to the helicopter position. So does Gunman. Gibbon holding pretty passive near head glitch. Not really able to do what he wanted to do there, though. Rezon gets an opening frag onto Tricky Pixels. Infrared goes down on bus. And Mop is going to take this game. Really well played from Mop. Gunman not able to get anything done. And that is a GG. 200 to 100.